we're loaded in to the winners finals. So it's going to be a best of 3 this time between these two players. Spawning on Eternal Empire in the bottom left-hand side in the red, it is the one and only. It is Jig. And in the top right-hand side in the blue is the Protoss player. It is DisK. So, we saw DisK manhandle Dire Strait. But can he do it versus Jig? Jig is another beast himself. Jig, in fact, is his own 6K player. So now it's the battle of the Titans right now. It's the two 6K players going up against each other. So we'll see how this series turns out. Gonna be sending that probe across the map. So Jig, not too sure how much he ladders. I think he ladders a little bit more these days, but definitely a force to be reckoned with in most tournaments, right? There used to be this rivalry. Well, there still kind of is, but you know, Semper doesn't really play as much right now. So he is pretty much faced with DisK now. DisK is the new Semper in a way, and he's more. Is he less scary than Semper? I'm not too sure. But nah, Semper was the scariest. Semper is a beast. Wait, Semper is an absolute beast. So this is a little bit more doable for DisK though, I think, than Semper. So I do think Jig can actually take games versus DisK. Although it also depends how fast both players adapt to each other, right? Because now we're not a best of 1 format anymore. We're best of 3. So it's gonna see how these players can adapt to each other. Interesting placement of the spawning pool. I don't know if this is just to like mess with the opponent, but I mean, definitely saw this. Maybe it's, I don't know if this is maybe the spot for oracles a little bit faster, but there's not much use to putting it here, except for vision, I guess. I mean, vision is the only reason, right? The thing is that I'm always scared about zealots, but I mean, zealots, if they were to warp in, it would be here, so it should be fine, to be honest. Alrighty, Stargate is going to be the choice for DisKarino. It's funny because in Challenge, his ID, oh shit, that's not right. His yeah, there you go. His ID is DisK. It's funny. I actually wasn't sure at first. Wait, is this DisK or is it a guy just called DisK? Because there's a guy here called False Showtime, which I assume is not the real Showtime. But yeah, you never know, because there's the Discord, not Discord, the challenge name, and then there's the in-game name, so I wasn't too sure there, but after I realized that he was seated number 1, then it's like, yeah, okay, this is DisK. Only one person can be seated above Jig. Let's be real. Oracle on the way as well. Third base already down for Jig as well. It's all pretty normal so far. And I do believe he saw the shade, but it's not going to be too much trouble. The creep tumors are already laid, so he's not going to get any of those denied. And he's just going to keep the links in position. Speed is done. That's going to help deal with these adepts quite nicely. He's not going to let it finish for obvious reasons, otherwise he would lose it. Probably just going to wait for the second one to join. Actually, no. The second one is going to be in the wall. He's going to use these adepts defensively, really respecting that Jig is a sneaky, cheeky player. Spore Callers are not down yet. The queens will be here, though. But if one queen is here, that's definitely some drone damage right there. Let's see how many he gets. And it's going to be 2 so far. 3, not bad. Considering the fact that he had a no Spore Crawler and a single queen, having just 3 kills, not bad. Could have been a lot worse. Third base is also down for DisK at like 4 minutes. This is an early as fuck third, but you know what? DisK kind of known for taking really, really early third bases, so I'm not too surprised there. I even saw him once take a base versus Terran at 3 minutes 55. Like, it's actually a little bit stupid. Stupid in a very good way, let's just say. Oracles now together. And now with these Oracles being in pairs, they can one-shot drones together. So it's a lot easier to play around the Spore Crawler. It's basically the same thing as the Banshee, right? The reason why people pull 2 Banshees and pull 2 Oracles as well is because you can just one-shot drones. So just take a little bit of damage. from the Spore Caller. You know, just take shield damage, really, and then just get on out of there. Ooh, he actually finished the Shade here. Gonna find a little bit of a nice spot here next to the Evo Chambers. But, ooh. But now these are gonna get taken care of. And they're not attacking, actually. He's been focusing on the Oracles, which he actually lost one of them. And that's pretty big. That's actually pretty big because now he only has one Oracle for defense, not two. So an immediate counterattack looks like is being launched by Jig on the other side of the map. And these links might do a lot of damage. He only has 2 Force Fields and a Dream and an Oracle. But this won't be simple. He is droning in behind this, so let's see what these links can actually get done. He's going to force out Force Fields first. Force out Force Fields, yeah, okay. Ooh, nice one there. Not allowing that little group of links there to actually get at the probes, but it's also blocking these probes from actually coming back to. And the damage is still being done. That's 8. That's potentially 9 as well. Keeping that wall blocked, obviously. Looks like he's going to get away with 8 probes. Allowing Jig to stay ahead. Now 15 drones on the way. 15! No shame at all. No shame whatsoever. Alright, he's going to come in. Actually, he doesn't even notice this. These links are going to actually get a couple more probes. That's total of 12. It didn't actually even reset the counter. Just added to the ones before. So that's 4 extra that he just got right there. And, I mean, he's just snowballing ahead. That's 10 more. He's going to go up into the 76, the 70s, which is the best era. And the best drone count, too. And he's just going to be going probably into Hydras from here. So he has Missile, he does have Baneling speed, and he has the melee, and he has the Hydra range. So Hydraling Bane is going to be the tech of choice here. Archons are out now. Charge is on the way as well as +1. But, I mean, the thing is, I think our Zerg player actually has a little bit of everything. Just a little bit more of everything at this point. What does this Observer see? Not much. He doesn't know it's actually Hydra tech yet. All he's seen is a lair so far. So he's going to have to find that out the hard way. Little Baneling attack here. Not killing any probes. Just killing, I believe, a pylon. Maybe a unit or 2. In fact, actually, yes, this is WCS game hard. I love this. 12 probes come down, 6 adepts, and an oracle as well. Slightly in favor of DisK, but only slightly. And that's... You want to be way more in favor when you're Protoss versus Zerg. So going to try and go for an Archon push, which is kind of nice, to be honest. He's making Banelings, but he's going to need a lot more Hydras to deal with this. He's going to try and clear the initial Zealot kind of front row with the Banelings. And possibly even the Sentries, and then from there, it's just the Hydras and the Lings, and it's going to take care of the rest. But I think DisK realizes he can't really push here, so he's just going to get on out of here. He's going to go for a counterattack instead. Oh, but he spots it. He's not going to let him. He's not going to let him leave. Force Fields are nice. He does still clear the middle. He's going to take care of those Sentries as well, and he just backs off. This is off creep. He does not have to take this fight. He's going to clear the Zealots, which is nice, of course. But he still has to respect this army 100%. There is one missile and 1 melee for Jig. So his Banelings and his Hydras do pack a little bit of a punch. Storm is not done yet, so he just has to deal with these Archons. The goal here, pretty much clear the Sentries, clear the Zealots with the Banelings, and then the rest should be able to clean up. But it's not that simple. The creep isn't as far forward as you would probably like it to be. But yeah, he's just keeping an overseer, not an overseer, sorry, an observer right here. Just be able to keep tabs on, can I go in? Maybe, maybe not. Another Archon being warped in. And I think, yeah, he's just going to go for a counterattack. Going to retreat as well. And, yeah, Jig is just going to take up at this point. The 4th has been taken for DisK. And, yeah, I think he's going to just want to go into more of a macro game from here. I mean, he does have Storm now, and that's pretty much what he needs against Ling, Bane, Hydra. But, Jig is not really going to let him get that opportunity right now. These High Templar do not have energy yet. This is actually pretty big. If he hits right now, there's a good timing. There's 5 seconds left, really. Once Storm is done, that's going to be a little bit difficult. A little bit of a counterattack here. The Zealots killing not 2, probably just 1 drone so far. He has to respect this. Going, whoa, for gigantic Baneling attack here. These Stasis Wards are barely not in position. Barely not, and that Zealot just runs by. Runs back. Now all these probes are going to die. And yeah, damage has been done economically. But you know what? DisK has done his own damage across the map with those zealots. 16 probes going down in total. More incoming as well. Boom. 17. Sending the Protoss player back to 59 drones. And these actually unfreezing. You know what? I think Protoss player has a really good army right now. He's building up his Archon count, which is very nice. Man, he's just not able to kill workers right now. Oof. And oh wait, these zealots are still here, and I mean there's a lot of zealot counterattacks right now. But he's gonna be able to clear this eventually, despite the fact that he lost a lot of workers. He did force a lot of lost mining time. If we look at the income graph right now, it has been in Jig's favor for a little bit, and it's going back into Jig's favor too, as DisK is only now getting back to the 70 workers that he probably wanted, but that he got denied from that huge baneling run by. That Stasis Ward was 1 hex away from receiving 0 damage. So that was very fortunate for the Zerg. +2/+2. Once these two finish, it's gonna be it's gonna do so much damage. Like each baneling, each Hydra shot is just gonna melt this army if it does not have perfect storms and perfect force fields. This Oracle is still alive. Not for long. It does die. Okay. No more tagging. That's going to be a little bit more difficult to take fights. Now, he thinks this is the only army there is, but there's a sandwich from the backside. And if you can get those High Templar, that's going to be really good. The Banelings roll in. And he gets the full surround. The +2 for the Hydras are here, and they're just shredding through this army. There's nothing that this can do at this point. Yeah, that was on a limited timer. Man, +2 Hydras do so much damage so fast. And DisK doesn't have any armor. He only has the weapon upgrades, as he's trying to go for a lot of DPS, but I guess Jig is just out DPSing it right here. And it just makes for really snowbally type armies. Even Lynx have +2, and they're melting the Archons, which is not supposed to happen. Okay, here we are. Now, you know what? Zealots keep being thrown in as counterattacks. 10 drones going down, setting Jig back to the 60s. With those. Trying to get as much mileage out of counterattacks as possible. But now, you know what? A lot of Banelings being morphed 25, and I think Zerg players kind of be looking for that killing blow. Going to be going to the natural and the 4th base at the same time. This time, however, there is no Stasis Ward. So that's going to be quite rough. Going in for the 3rd base, how many drones is he going to get? And he's not pulling anything too. And this is going to one-shot. Oh my god, it's so many more probes going down. 15 probes going down. And once again, Jig takes the advantage worker-wise, busting his way through and going to the natural and the main base. More probes going down. Oh my god, 26. How many probes have gone down this game? I'm not even sure. Let me check. 59 probes have gone down. DisK is trying to answer with his own counterattacks, but I mean, I'm not great at math, but I mean, 6 is a lot less than 31. And Jig, I'm not even sure if he can find... He still has a hard time finding a window to actually kill DisK at this point. I think he can. He still has the upgrade advantage. But I don't know how much time he has left. How many High Templar are on the field right now? 4 High Templar, so he still has, like... He's going to be banking a couple storms, but you know what? The army is pretty big for the Zerg player. Creep spread is not as probably far forward as he would like to be able to defend his bases, but this is completely fine. Man, he's non-stop with these. He's non-stop. Good lord. Okay. Well, he's going to clean this up a lot more cleanly than before, as this time there is no frontal attack, so no distraction. He's going to be able to see that and immediately respond. And is he just gonna go for a massive arc? Yeah, I think so. Or just a massive counterattack, really. Yeah, this one from the right side, gonna maybe try and get into the natural. And there's only High Templar here. Does he see this? He barely sees this. There's a Baneling attack on the 4th base. Gonna try and run to the natural as well. He actually warps in, gets off a storm. Gonna get even more probes. Oh my god. So much economic damage so far. This is unreal. 70 drones gone. 70 probes have gone down so far. And he is just keeping DisK underwater in the economy. just holding him down, just not letting him get to that, not letting him get money, which is the point of StarCraft, really. Ooh, nice storm from the side here. The storms are whiffing a little bit. They're not actually killing units. They're making him softer, but making Baneling softer is not the point. It's to kill them before they actually hit. And I don't know if Jig has done it. I think so. I mean, he's already reset most of the army. So every single thing he gets here is good. And actually, you know what? Jig is going to call it. It's GG. Jig takes the first game versus DisK. All right, we're loaded into the second game here between these two players. In the bottom right-hand side of Nightshade, in the red, he's actually up one game. It is Jig of the Jiggerino. And in the top left-hand side, in the blue, is the Pro House player. It is DisK from Root Gaming. Alrighty. Player's done. Is DisK going to try to open for Stargate again? If so, is he going to lose one Oracle? If so, will that cause him to absolutely lose the game? Now, Jig has proven that he's very counterattack heavy. Will DisK be able to kind of respond with that and get a little bit of a tighter defense going? We shall see. All right, hat-trick going down as per usual. And, you know, there's a meta where, like, people send the probe really, really fast just to block that natural base, but he's literally just going for a gateway scout. He's not going to try and do any shenanigans. But, you know, DisK isn't really a 2-base player anyway. He likes to go for that 3-base Stargate economy and then just go from there. Get those strong units, strong upgrades. Feels a lot more confident, probably. As, you know, when 2-base get scouted and they get defended, it's not much leeway there. All right. So far to go. The question is, when will Jig take the third base? If ever. So far, pretty standard. You know what? I wish I had a tasteless right now. Just talk about random shit. Oh my god! He's denying the drones from mining. Well, actually, no, not really. As I say that, he just takes the mineral and leaves. Alrighty then. Alrighty. Also, Jig going for 4 links, not 2 but 4. He's definitely want to respect that adept, as it's no ordinary adept. It's a 6k adept, which does way more damage than you think. And OK was 5.5k, and when he told me when he went up against Parting's one adept killed like 6 drones. Don't even ask me how, but they find ways. They find ways. Gonna be Stargate once again from DisK. I do believe we're gonna see this in most series, as it seems to be the most safe style to play, while all the while being quite efficient. Actually rallying it directly here. Wait. Ooh, since it's rallied directly to the pod, I think it's going to go Phoenix first. Am I wrong? Phoenix first. Called it. Yeah, there was no reason for him to rally it directly here, unless he wants to clear the Overlord first, and then he's going to go into the to Oracles. I don't even know if he's going to go double Oracle now. Just from that, he might just go for a Phoenix 1 Oracle, and he should be fine. Just go for an expansion from there. Don't try and be too aggressive. Just play for a longer game. That Phoenix taking care of that Overlord. And you know what? This music is way too epic for what's going on. Pew pew, motherfucker. Ugh. Boom. Man, I wish StarCraft was as cinematic as it is. I just want things to look cool. That's my goal as an observer. I just want things to look cool, look smooth, look professional. Very clean. Look at that. Click on the roach horn. There's a roach horn building, guys. Being an observer is very nice. Gotta try and be smooth with everything. Gateway's opening right now. I don't know. I'm bored. There's not much happening. Actually, this Oracle gets pushed back by the queens here. Gonna be maybe looking to just scout, I guess. No, he just sees 2 queens. All right, I'm out of here, baby. Actually takes a little bit on his shield, so that's not fantastic. Jig now in the clear to actually spread the creep. The adepts are not here yet. 4 adepts, though, are here. Gonna be going to that third base. And he's only now gonna see it. He's probably gonna get a couple drones for it. 2 so far. Ooh, 3. Is he going to finish these? I do believe so. Boom. Going to go on top of those lings. And, you know, it's clearing lings is not bad either, as long as you don't lose adepts necessarily. He's going to get a couple more drones here. Ooh, actually finishes the shade and just gets on out of there. Gets what he can and just leave. I like it. Third base is a little bit later than on the Eternal game. Eternal gaming was pretty much done by 5 minutes, which is kind of ridiculous when you think about it. But at this time, yeah, just going for that. Yeah, so just 1 Phoenix, 1 Oracle here for the defense, and I'm just using his adepts to harass this time. These lings will try and find and see what they can do, but they'll see. All right, everything is here. I'm not gonna do anything. Actually, he did bank up a couple Phoenixes. That's because he has 2 Stargate, and I'm a bad observer, and I didn't notice. I've just been zooming in on some shit randomly the whole game. Going into the double robe behind this, you know what? I love to do it. I used to love doing this build as Protoss 2. Just go double Phoenix and double Robo. Fantastic. Tries to build, you know, Hydras, and then you just go into Colossi. And, yeah, he's going to get a couple Overlords so far. I know what Stargate is the preferred way of playing the game, and I'll tell you why in a second. Because of this. Actually, no, he did lose a couple probes. But normally, let's say you don't lose probes, you probably just lose an adept. And then it would be like almost 0 to 1,000 already. Phoenix. Do we see 4 pace? Not quite yet. They might scout that soon, though. But you know what, Jig? Actually using these 2 Evo Chambers to help wall against the adepts, which is kind of nice. A little bit subtle, but kind of nice. Queen on the wrong side, though. She wanted to be between 2 Spore Crawlers. That would have been ideal. Link's just looking for a couple probes, and they do get some. But I think all in all, pretty sure DisK got a couple more for his buck. It's 9 to 7 in terms of worker kills. But now 13 on the way. And now he's back ahead. Man, he keeps catching Overlords, and that's really bad. See, with only 1 Spore Crawler here, you can just pick off even more drones. And this is starting to get a little bit rough here. 15. So 2 Spores is definitely the answer, but you do have to spread them a little bit farther than that. This is rough. He is keeping his Ravagers between Spore Crawlers, making sure he doesn't lose anything that he doesn't need to. But nice defense so far. These force levels are a little bit random. Maybe not as necessary as I thought. But yeah, he's trying to go into Spire with some Hydras. But you know what? Double Colossi in behind this. And that's going to be a really strong timing from here. He keeps trying to find angles here with these Zerglings, but he's not finding them. As a DisK did download Jig in a way. And he realizes that he is always looking for those counterattacks. And these Overlords a little bit careless. They need to be rallied to every single Spore Caller, and he might even need to make Overlords per hatchery individually to make sure they're rallied to their closest Spore Caller instead of going to each other. Because he can't keep losing this. If you look at the resource, I mean, 22 workers, 6 Overlords, 19 Zerglings, 2 Queens. It's very cost-efficient for the Protoss player so far. And he's going to keep looking for it, too. He might actually find a Queen. Yep. He finds a Queen. Spore Crawler not in position, just protecting the middle line. Going to get a second Queen, even, looks like. Going to lose a Phoenix for it, but actually he's going to lose 2 Phoenix for it. That's kind of sloppy. Okay. There you go. A little bit of a counterattack here with some Lings, but Stasis Ward actually catches a lot of them. And he's only able to get 5 probes from there. Nice. Maybe unnecessary, but you know what? We'll take it. His sentries are bored. They needed something to do. Gonna spot the 4th base as well. What's his response? So, Corruptors are here. They can help defend versus the Queens, but now the Queen's getting lifted here. A little bit out of position once again. He's going to pick off 1 Queen, but not 2. And going to get 2 Phoenix for it, too. Barely. Nice micro there. Using those healthy Phoenix to body block for the weak one. Make sure he doesn't actually get it. 13 drones on the way. It's crazy when Zerg just goes double-digit drones in a single round. So basically you get 13 drones in 12 seconds, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, that's not going to fly, dude. He tried to start Cosmic spraying. Cosmic? Caustic? I don't even... Wait, what? What's the ability name? Caustic Spray? Cosmic Spray? Corrosive Spray? I'm not too sure. We just call them Corruptors pissing on buildings, too. That's one of the things we call it. For Colossi, though, he does have to respect that 100%. 5 might not be enough. Ooh, he might actually get some Corruptors here. Ooh, with the Blink Stalkers too. Every single Corruptor you pick off, that's actually really good because each Corruptor is worth a Phoenix. A little small counterattack here. Let's see what he gets. He's actually gonna push across the map here with these 4 Colossi. He does have the Warp Prism for the counterattack, and these Zerglings are definitely gonna deny this 4th base. All in the meantime, he's going to clear a little bit of creep. Going to find 3 creep queens. Now that's value. And 9 queens have gone down this game so far. That's pretty big. Jake having trouble even keeping his overlords next to Swarm Crawlers. He might lose a little bit more. It's very difficult to micromanage this type of army. I mean, there's Phoenix, there's Colossi, there's lifts going on everywhere, there's creep clearing, and it's like, but I need all those things. You're bound to get sloppy on one of those fronts. Just so much to handle. On top of regular macro, right? It's pretty crazy. So he's setting up for a gigantic flank here. But I don't know if he's going to push in that deep. He does have an observer spotting where those armies are. So he's being very careful. He's going to wait last second to dive on this. He's going to dive on it now. But he's going to retreat immediately as well. Alright, looks like DisK is going to come in. Maybe from the left side? Yeah, it seems so. He's going to want to get into the path here next to this base. And this is very hard to engage into. There's no surround possible here. And he's just waiting here. There's a Zealot counterattack probably waiting to go towards that 5th base and cancel it one more time. And this army is getting ready to pounce on this 4th base from behind. Does you see it? And it's not going to help too because there's Fog of War. Not only Fog of War, but Fog from these. Ooh, Disruptor shot. Okay. A little bit of a Roach detonation there. Alright, this is helping right now. Ooh, oh my god, that's a huge shot on those Ravagers. Alright, keeps going forward. And you know what? The Zealots not only killed the 5th base, but now they're going to the natural too. There's a bit of a counterattack with the Banelings. Nice. He gets 11 so far. Is he going to get some Colossi too? Maybe a little bit. No, just get some damage on. Ooh, actually kills his own Stalker right there. Let's be very careful. Oh my god, that's so many Banelings going down. Jesus. And that's GG and Jig takes game number 2. All right. All right, we're loaded into the last game here in this best of 3 series of the winter finals of the Gros Tournoi tournament organized by Sky, also known as Gros Big. in the bottom right-hand side of Simulacrum. Simulacrum? Simulacrum. One of those three. It is Zerg player Jiggerino. By Jiggerino, I mean Jig. Just to be serious for a second. And in the top left-hand side, in the blue, it is the Protoss player. It is Jig. Wait, did I just say Jig? Sorry. Hold on. It is DisK. Alright, we got it. Oh my god. I don't know. I think it's just the I. DisK, Jig. I don't know. There are one syllable words and they both have I in the middle of it. I just introduced Jig twice. Okay. Jig is everywhere, bro. He's inside all of our hearts, and that is a singular truth. Probin is making his way across, and he's not going for the hatchery block so far. He's just ignoring that completely. Just going for the gateway scout, and he's way happy with that. Man, I really love these graphs, right? This is the income graph, the army size. But the problem is army size is not always, like, good. I wish there was more like an army value. I feel like that would be much better, right? Because you get the army value at the end of the game if you go into graphs, which is way better than army size in my opinion. DisK ahead in workers by 2, and you see it. You see that advantage right there on your screen. Amazing. And I mean, that's the advantage, right, of Protoss, I guess, early game, is that they get a free chrono boost as well. So they get a little bit faster workers, which also allows them to just send a probe across the map almost immediately and still be slightly ahead, economic-wise. So not many races like to... I mean, Zerg straight up does not want a drone scout, right? You want to keep all the drones for the economy. And as for Terran, you do want to scout, but let's just say it's really annoying because your workers are not only building buildings, which means they're not mining, but also you have to scout sometimes. So, and you have to use SCVs for defense against Protoss. So your SCVs are building and they're defending against the probe and they're scouting. And then you're like, well, fuck, I have no money now. So a lot of people, when they can, they skip the SCV scout, but it's not recommended, to be honest. This probe probably going to get picked off, actually. No, he lets it go. Well, I mean, it's started regenerating shields, so he was not going to get it anyway. This Overlord looking for the technology. Will he see it? Will he see it? Dun. 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 No, he doesn't. He does not. Glaives is all the way back here. Ooh, hello? A depth boy? Depth 0 kills? Alright. Ooh, he can get a couple Zerglings here. Ooh, but they're all in one shot range. Oh, he only gets one though. Very nice. He cleans that one up. So far, pretty good start for Jig. I'm not gonna lie. But the Glaives are on the way. And we're gonna see the Zest 4-gate Glaives build. Can he scout it though? Not really. He sees an Adept at home, but that's pretty standard. But he might just be expecting Stargate at this point. Like, I definitely would if I was Jig. So, just being careful here. Actually, he doesn't see anything. He's going to drop a Roach Horn just in case. When in doubt, don't know what's going on. Roach Horn, 345. Let's go, baby. I mean, this is definitely going to help him versus any type of glaive build, right? But the fact that he has not even seen Phoenix yet. Actually, you know what? On top of that, Jig is not even put an Overlord here at the pod because he's just afraid that he's just going to lose it. He doesn't want to lose any Overlords, so he's just staying very defensive with his Overlord placement. Where is this spore going? Right here? Alright. Sure. Do that. Not one to judge. This War Prism, though, carrying 3 Adepts with Glaives. And it's time. It's time to show us the magic. Glaive build! I'm just going to follow these Adepts pretty much the whole time. Alright, sees there's no drones. Going to teleport here. Towards the natural. Going to get a couple more. These Lings, though, on top of it. 2 drones so far. That's not great. Okay, more on the way. And actually, you know what? There's a slight counterattack here at the third base. There's not many drones anyway, so he's not going to get that much. He looks for more drones. Can he get it? He gets 10 so far. And, I mean, this is an undeniable worker lead. It's like double prong adepts, and 15 drones have gone down. So now we're 44 to 27. And this is rough. More adepts on the way. This queen, though. These queens blocking the way. There you go. Has been thwarted, but damage has been done. And do you guys remember the graph that we saw at the beginning of this game? Well, here it is, baby. All right. Blink is on the way. Immortals as well. I think he's thinking Jig. He's thinking what Jig is thinking. So Protoss player is thinking, all right, if I was a Zerg player right now and I had not that many drones, what would I do? Well, maybe if he does have a lair, which he does, just go into mutas. So just getting blink might as well. Jig's in fact not going into mutas. He's going into drones. He really needs to catch up badly. And DisK taking this opportunity as well. Take a third base. It's very, very nice. Getting sentries there for defense. He doesn't have oracles, but he doesn't need to anymore. Definitely has adepts, which are really good versus any kind of link flood. And yeah, Jig playing from behind at this point. This War Prism definitely not going to be going into phase mode. Because if it does, these Ravagers are ready for it. They've got their corrosive biles ready. Like it's gonna be Ling Bane. He might go for a bust here. There might be his only shot at this point. Oh yeah, no, that's not gonna work. He's trying though. It's always worth trying for sure. But now there's a quite technical push here, coming with a lot of sentries to Immortals, and the warping is happening. Did he actually spot this? No. Ooh, he tries to snipe the Observer. I do like this. Can actually get it if he wants to. Just has to aim really nicely. Can he get it? I do believe it only takes one. He sees it though. Just gonna blink in directly though. Gonna try and snipe a couple Ravagers. There's a lot of links though. But you know what? There's also a lot of sentries. And I don't know if Jig has the numbers to be able to break this. He does have the Ravagers to be able to break the force fields, but ooh, these Banelings actually connecting a lot on every single sentry goes down. And he pushes this back entirely. Ooh, Jig somehow flipped this game around, just killing all of those sentries with those Banelings. And that's exactly what he was looking for, and he got it. That was excellent. And all of a sudden now, I do believe that Jig kind of has priority on the map. Not a lot of creep spread, though. But, I mean, this is what he needed. And I think this kind of reset the game. Because now with no sentries, well, he's going to have to go into something... he's going to have to be defensive because he has no storm, he has no sentries. And kind of counterattacks might be dangerous. He is making 2 shield batteries as he realizes that he is a little bit weak without sentries. And Jig is going to try and go for a counterattack here on the left side. Ooh, these Zerglings and Banes are going to get spotted. Ooh, and the Stalkers find them. Nice. Nice Stalker split right there. I don't know if he lost any units there. I don't think he did. Excellent micro so far. Ah! Nope, doesn't get it. 1 HP. I mean, that's just your luck, right? Ooh, Colossi transition, let's see. And Colossi will be fantastic versus Lingbane Hydra, I do believe. Alright, finally getting into his upgrades, but no upgrades yet, I think, for the Brawls player. Actually, no, he does have +1 attack. But yeah, Jig is going to go for the double upgrades at the same time. So 1 missile for the Roach Ravager and 1 melee for the Lynx and Banes. I don't want to be able to do that burst damage. Armor's a little bit less useful just because once you get up to Storm, Storm ignores armor, so... Oh, tries to look for a counterattack, but doesn't work. And as we've been saying, DisK is a lot more cautious with his building placement and defense. Like as you can see right here, this is a full wall. It's a pylon, double gateway pylon right here. And Zerg player's back on the back foot again. It's back to the back foot. I have to learn how to use words a little bit better, I think. But yeah, setting up for another link counterattack. And, ooh, actually he might find this, though. This does not have any SimCity on it yet. And the armor is out of position. Yeah, he's going to find this. He's going to find the 4th base, which is nice. There's going to be a little cancel here. But not as ideal as you would like it to be. Ooh, move out here? Are we? Question mark. Ooh, these 4 depths, though. Gonna be finding these links, and they're gonna take care of that counterattack, and he doesn't have to worry about his 4th base anymore. What he does have to worry about is these disruptors on the way. Ooh, and his own cancel here on his opponent's 5th base with the Zealots. So an eye for an eye, it seems like. And this War Prism is gonna be going into the main. Gonna be catching these Zealots, too. But not before Zealots are... be quite cost efficient against Zerglings, as they do 2-shot Zerglings right now. He couldn't even finish that off, actually. That's kind of oof. War Prism just chilling here at this moment. Ooh, a Depths going for a counterattack. He might actually find some drones. I do believe so, yeah. Has at least 1, at least 2. Man, 5 workers, 7 workers going down so far, and Paradox play just non-stop with keeping the Zerg economy in check. 2 drop lords? Okay. This is getting interesting. What is he going to make? Oh, is it just going to be links? Yeah, I think it's just going to be a link drop. Man, he's trying to find this War Prism with the things. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, he would have needed to like send all of those at the same time, but it's not going to work. Ooh, blinks on these Creep Queens. Going to clear those quite fast. And he's going to be looking to do a link drop in the main. Oh, and in the 3rd base. I mean, this is not very far, but... Actually, no, wait. That's not in the 4th base. Yeah, he's going to go back to the main. I think he was maybe aiming for the natural, but he came across a cannon, and that was not what he wanted. Problem without the armor, though. Just a couple of Zealots seem to do the job. He does have a lot of Ling Bane. I'll give him that. But the counterattacks, not amazing. Only 3 going down so far. And if we look at the units lost tab so far, has been quite in favor of the Protoss, as 31 drones have gone down. Oh, these storms are really big. Ugh. Jesus. Okay. This is very difficult. Big counterattack with Zealots in the main base. Jake having a hard time dealing with everything at the same time. And these Zealots are beefy, man. They attack things and kill things so fast. Okay, big counterattack on the 4th base here with pure Banelings, as he's going to try and defend with the rest of it. Here, step it done. Actually, doesn't get any probes. And just target fires down the Nexus, but he's not even going to get it. Now this hatchery's going to go down. And he has to run these drones away. Yeah, he's going to find him too. Yeah, he blinks on him. He's not going to let these drones run away. And Jig, he used to have 69 drones, but now he's going down. 52 drones have been killed so far this game. About to be 54, I do believe. Unless these drones get away. I don't think so. He's going to blink on him, right? Blink! Nope. 52 drones it is. 3 Colossi. Very nice number. Going for a big surround here. Very nice from the bottom side as well. Might actually get some Colossus. Force fields are really good, though. Going to be getting a couple of shots on the Stalkers with the Banelings. Going to be taking down those force fields with the Ravager shots, but now the Archons join the fray. And 5 Archons has to be respected, and he has to back off at this point. Jake is quite down in army supply, but at least he's taken the top 2 bases. And so his economy is doing kind of okay. But his creep is really bad, and... well, it's bad because of DisK, because he's been clearing it the whole time. But now he can just walk forward, and he's cleaning up the rest of the army. And there's 100 supply difference, and that's it. DisK takes the series 2-1.